Good morning, students. In this video, we will continue with the chapter number 2 of chemistry. Is matter around us pure? In this video, we will discuss about the true solutions, suspension, colloidal solution, and Tyndall effect. Last time we had read about the impure substances, which were mixtures, and its types were homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixture. So the true solution is a type of homogeneous mixture. Suspension and colloidal solution is type of heterogeneous mixtures. So now continuing the same, firstly we'll discuss what is solution. So solution is mixture of, I already told you that solution is homogeneous mixture. So it is homogeneous mixture of two or more components, means दो या दो से ज़्यादा components को हम dissolve करते हैं, that forms homogeneous mixture. So that is known as solution. Means homogeneous means uniformly distributed. वो जो solution बनता है that is uniform. Homogeneous, homo means same. So that homogeneous mixture consisting of two or more components that are known as solution. Examples are lemonade, soda water, sugar in water, salt in water. These all are the examples of the solution. So now further components of the solution. Which are the components of the solutions? There are two components of the solution, and that two components of the solution are solute and solvent. जो solution है उसके दो components है, वो दो components कौन से हैं? Solute and solvent. Like we are dissolving salt in water. Salt को हम पानी में dissolve कर रहे हैं, and we have taken glass full of water, and in that we are adding 1 spoon or 2 spoon of salt. Okay, so the water which we had taken in the glass is in large amount than the amount of the salt. So that component which is present in large amount, जो ज़्यादा amount में present होगा, that is known as solvent, और जो component less amount में present होगा, that is known as solute. So these are the two components of the solution. One is solvent, another is solute. The one present in lesser amount is solute, the one present in larger amount is solvent. Okay, here are the examples of the solution, that are solution of salt in water. Here salt is solute and water is solvent. Solution of sugar in water. Here sugar is solute and water is solvent. And then solution of iodine in alcohol. Here iodine is solute and alcohol is solvent. Okay, so these are the components of the solution which are solute and solvent. Here the examples of the solution are shown to you people here. Next, properties of the solution. Which is the first property of the solution? That solution is a homogeneous mixture. I already told you that true solution is a homogeneous mixture, because when we dissolve solute in the solvent, it dissolves completely. Next, the particles of the solution are so small that they cannot be seen by naked eye. Now when we have dissolved salt in water, then we are not able to see the particles present in water separately. So means that it get dissolved completely, and we can't see the particles of that solution with naked eye. Now the third one, they do not scatter a beam of light passing through the solution, so the path of light is not visible in the solution. It means that when light is passed through the true solution, like we had made the solution of salt in water, that is the true solution, and when we will pass the light through it, then the path of the light which is passing through that solution is not visible to us. वो जो light उस solution में से pass कर रही है, that is the path of that light is not visible. It means that they do not scatter the beam of light. जो true solution है उनमें से अगर हम light को pass करेंगे, then that will not get scatter, and its path is also not visible. So next is the solute particles cannot be separated by filtration. Okay, now if we had prepared the solution of salt in water, then if we want to filter and separate the solute and solvent, then that's not possible because salt has dissolved in it completely. So the solute particles do not settle down and the solution is stable. After dissolving salt in water, if we kept it for 5 or 10 or half an hour, then the particle जो हमने salt उसमें dissolve कर दिए वो अच्छे से dissolve हो गया, that's why it will not settle down, वो नीचे नहीं बैठेगा. It means that the solution is stable. So these are the properties of true solution. Now next is saturated solution. It is a solution which cannot dissolve any more of the solute at given temperature. Taking the same example of dissolving salt in water. Okay, the time टिल वी आर एबल टू डिजोल्व सोल्ट इन वाटर, जब तक हम पानी में सोल्ट को डिजोल्व कर रहे हैं वो डिजोल्व होता जा रहा है. सो टिल द टाइम द सोल्ट इज डिजोल्विंग इन द वाटर, and there will reach at a time when that salt will not further dissolve in water. So that time, that level when the salt stops dissolving in water, that level is known as saturated level. मीन्स वो उस वहाँ पे जो वाटर है उसकी मैक्सिमम कैपेसिटी होगी कि वो फर्दर उसमें हम कोई भी जो सोल्यूट है उसको डिजोल्व नहीं कर सकते. सो दैट मैक्सिमम पॉइंट, वो पॉइंट जहाँ तक जिसके बाद हम उसमें सॉल्वेंट में सोल्यूट को डिजोल्व नहीं कर सकते, दैट लेवल इज नोन एज सैचुरेटेड लेवल, एंड एट दैट टाइम द सोल्यूशन इज नोन एज सैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन. जिस सोल्यूशन में हम फर्दर सोल्यूट को डिजोल्व नहीं कर सकते, सो दैट इज नोन एज सैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन. और जब हम सोल्यूट को सॉल्वेंट में डिजोल्व करते जा रहे हैं एट दैट सोल्यूशन इज द अनसैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन. मीन्स वो सोल्यूशन जिसमें हम फर्दर सोल्यूट को डिजोल्व कर सकते हैं. सो जो सैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन है उसमें वो वहाँ उसमें मैक्सिमम लेवल हो जाता है, उसमें जो सॉल्वेंट है उसकी मैक्सिमम कैपेसिटी हो जाती है कि वो फर्दर सोल्यूट को डिजोल्व नहीं कर सकता. और जब हम फर्दर सोल्यूट को डिजोल्व कर सकते हैं तब उस सोल्यूशन को अनसैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन कहते हैं. सो सैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन इज अ सोल्यूशन विच कैनॉट डिजोल्व. जो सैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन है वो फर्दर सोल्यूट को अपने अंदर डिजोल्व नहीं कर सकता, और अनसैचुरेटेड वो सोल्यूशन होता है जिसमें हम फर्दर सोल्यूट को डिजोल्व कर सकते हैं. Okay, so now solubility. Solubility of a substance. So solubility of a substance is the amount of solute present in the saturated solution. हमने जो saturated solution को prepare किया उसमें कितनी amount of solute present है, ठीक है. मीन्स जो सैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन है उसमें कितनी अमाउंट ऑफ सोल्यूट है वो डिजोल्व हो पा रही है. सो दैट इज नोन एज द सोल्यूबिलिटी ऑफ द सब्सटेंस. Here, preparation of the saturated solution. I had already told you here they had asked you to take 50 ml of water in 2 beakers. उन्होंने कहा कि 2 बीकर लो, दोनों में 50 ml water ऐड कर लो, and in 1 beaker you have to dissolve salt, and in the another one you have to dissolve sugar. So, okay, time will reach when further dissolving of salt and sugar in separate beaker is not possible. So at that time the solution that we got is saturated solution. Okay, so the solubility of both the substances will vary. Okay, and now if we want further salt to dissolve in water, then what will we have to do? Then we will give it heat. We'll provide that beaker with the temperature, and when we will give heat to that beaker, then the solute will start dissolving in the solvent. मीन्स जो सोल्यूबिलिटी है वो टेम्परेचर के साथ वेरी करती है. टेम्परेचर को चेंज करेंगे तो जो सोल्यूबिलिटी है उसने भी चेंज हो जाना है. ओके, हियर सैचुरेटेड एंड अनसैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन इज शोन टू यू पीपल. लाइक अनसैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन व्हेन वी आर कंटिन्यूसली एडिंग सोल्यूट एंड इट इज गेटिंग डिजोल्व, और वो अच्छे से उसमें डिजोल्व होता जा रहा है, दैट इज द अनसैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन. बट अ टाइम रीचेज व्हेन फर्दर, देखो यू कैन सी हियर जो सोल्यूट ऐड करे वो यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है. Okay, so a time will reach when further dissolving of the solute is not possible in the solvent. जब further जो solute है वो dissolve नहीं होगा, at that time the solution is known as saturated solution. Now next topic is concentration of solution. Concentration of solution is what? It is the amount of solute present in given amount of solution or solvent. मीन्स कितनी अमाउंट ऑफ सोल्यूट है वो प्रेजेंट है इन द सोल्यूशन और सोलवेंट. इन द लास्ट स्लाइड वी हैड डन सोल्यूबिलिटी. what was that? What is the solubility? It is the amount of solute in saturated solution. जो सोल्यूबिलिटी है मीन्स कितनी अमाउंट ऑफ सोल्यूट सैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन में प्रेजेंट है, दैट इज सोल्यूबिलिटी. बट कंसंट्रेशन इज व्हाट? अमाउंट ऑफ सोल्यूट इन द गिवन अमाउंट ऑफ सोल्यूशन. टोटल सोल्यूशन में कितना सोल्यूट प्रेजेंट है, दैट इज नोन एज द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सोल्यूशन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर अ सोल्यूशन ऑफ 100 ml, मीन्स हमने 100 ml सोल्यूशन बनाना है, एंड इन दैट इफ वी हैव टेकन सोलवेंट एज वाटर, ओके, वाटर को सोलवेंट लिया, एंड इन दैट वी हैड एडेड अबाउट 5 grams ऑफ सॉल्ट. ओके, 100 ml water and 5 grams of salt in it. Okay, so that 5 gram of the salt which we had added to make our total solution 100 ml का total solution बनाने के लिए जो हमने उसमें 5 gram of solute 5 gram of salt add किया है, that amount of solute which is present in 100 ml of the solution, that is the concentration of solution. Now there are two formulas to calculate the concentration. One is mass by mass, एक तो mass by mass percentage निकालनी है, and another one is mass by volume percentage. In mass by mass percentage, what is its formula? There we take the mass of solute upon the mass of solution. Percentage, we have to find the percentage, so it is multiplied by 100. Similarly, when we have to find mass by volume, then here in the numerator we'll take mass of solute and in denominator we'll take volume of solution. जब mass by mass निकालना है, then we have to take mass in numerator and denominator. When mass by volume, then we have to take mass upon volume. But in the numerator the mass taken is of solute, वो हमने solute में का लेना जो कम amount में present है, and in the denominator will take the mass or volume of solution, means दोनों की solute plus solvent. अकेले solvent की नहीं का, mass और volume of solution means जितनी solute की दे रखी है और जितनी solvent की दे रखी है, we have to add both, then that will become the mass or volume of the solution. Okay, now here is numerical regarding the problem, that to make the saturated solution 36 ग्राम ऑफ सोडियम क्लोराइड 36 ग्राम सोडियम क्लोराइड को डिसोल्व किया 100 ग्राम ऑफ वाटर. हियर द ज़्यादा अमाउंट किसकी है, वाटर की, मीन्स 100 ग्राम ऑफ वाटर. सो वाटर इज सोलवेंट and NaCl is solute, and mass of the solute is 36 gram and mass of the solvent water is 100 gram. Okay, and here we have to find the concentration. Here we are provided with mass of solute and mass of solvent. It means we'll use mass by mass percentage formula. So what is the formula? Mass of solute upon mass of the solution. Okay, here it is written wrong, it will be solution here. So to find the mass of the solution we have to add mass of solute and mass of the solvent. हमने दोनों को ऐड कर देना, solute as well as solvent, and the sum of 100 plus 36, it will come out to 136. Okay, so now applying the formula, mass of the solute upon mass of solvent. The mass of solute, that is mass of NaCl sodium chloride, is 36 and mass of the solution is 136. So 36 upon 136 into 100, it will give us the concentration, that is mass by mass percentage. Now the next topic is colloidal solution. Colloidal solution is what? It is heterogeneous mixture. Colloidal solution as well as suspension, both are heterogeneous mixture. But in colloidal solution the particles can be observed only under microscope. जो colloidal solution है उसमें जो particles है they can be observed only under microscope. उनको हम microscope के साथ ही देख सकते हैं. They are not visible with the naked eye. For example, milk, blood, jelly, gum, these all are the examples of colloidal solution. And the size of colloidal solution, colloidal particles है जो उनका size कितना होता है, that is 1 to 100 nanometer. Okay, the size of the particles is 1 to 100 nanometer, and 1 nanometer, एक nanometer है जो उसकी वैल्यू कितनी होती है, 10 raised to power -9 मीटर. जो colloidal solution है उसमें जो particles का size है that is 1 to 100 nanometer. और जो हमने पीछे ट्रू सॉल्यूशंस पढ़े हैं, द साइज ऑफ द ट्रू सॉल्यूशन इज लेस देन 1 नैनोमीटर. जो ट्रू सॉल्यूशंस है उनका साइज 1 नैनोमीटर से कम होता है, और जो कोलोइडल सॉल्यूशन है उनका जो साइज है दैट इज फ्रॉम 1 to 100 नैनोमीटर. जो फर्दर हम सस्पेंशन करेंगे, द साइज ऑफ द पार्टिकल्स इन सस्पेंशन इज ग्रेटर देन 100 नैनोमीटर. ओके, सो प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ कोलोइडल सॉल्यूशन, इट इज हेट्रोजेनस मिक्सचर, particles cannot be seen with the naked eye, and particles cannot be separated by filtration, and the solute particles do not settle down like milk. Milk consists of some of the particles in it, but the particles do not settle down. Particles उसमें नीचे नहीं बैठ जाते. The solution is milky from all sides. Okay, उसमें जो particles है they don't settle down, so the solution is stable. While now next point is that colloidal solutions they scatter the beam of light. जो colloidal solutions है वो light को scatter करते हैं. True solutions थे जो they do not scatter the beam of light when passing through them. So this scattering of light जो colloidal solutions light को scatter करते हैं that is known as Tyndall effect. Okay. Now these colloidal solutions they show Brownian movement. Brownian movement is zigzag movement. This type of movement is shown by the colloidal solutions. जो colloidal solution के particles है वो zigzag movement show करते हैं. Now here you can see the Tyndall effect, that when light is passing through the colloidal solution, they scatter the light which is passing through them. Here you can see the solutions when light is passing through them, the path of the light, जो उस solution में से light pass हो रही है, उसका जो path है that is clearly visible to us. Okay, so it means that the beam of light which is passing through the solution, the particles of the solutions are scattering that beam of light, due to which the path of the light is visible. Okay, here you can see the solution, colloidal solution and suspension. When light is passed through true solution, the beam of light which is passing through the solution, particles do not scatter the beam of light, and the colloidal and suspension they both scatter the light. And when light is scattered through particles of the colloidal solution, then that effect is known as Tyndall effect. Okay, you would have observed that when light enters a room through small hole, छोटे से होल में से जब लाइट जो रूम में एंटर करती है, इट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ द स्कैटरिंग ऑफ द लाइट. क्योंकि हम रूम में जो वहाँ पे उस टाइम पे जो डस्ट और जो स्मोक पार्टिकल्स एटमॉस्फेयर या रूम में जो प्रेजेंट है, क्योंकि वो पार्टिकल्स उस लाइट को स्कैटर कर रहे हैं, दैट्स वाई द स्कैटरिंग ऑफ द लाइट इज डन. हियर ऑल्सो इन द ट्रू सोल्यूशन द साइज ऑफ द पार्टिकल्स इज टू स्मॉल, सो दे आर नॉट able to scatter the light, but colloidal and suspension they can scatter the light. So this effect is known as Tyndall effect. The next topic is suspension. Suspension is also a heterogeneous mixture, but in this the particles of the solute which are present in the solution they got suspended, means जो particles है वो नीचे बैठ जाते हैं. Okay, for example, if we take the solution of sand in water, if we put sand in water, then what will happen? Within some time the sand will settle down and water will remain there. Okay, जो sand है वो नीचे बैठ जाएगी. It means that the particles of the solid which are present in the solutions they remain suspended. So what are their properties? They are heterogeneous mixture, and जो sand particles water में present है उनको हम naked eye के साथ देख सकते हैं. The solute particles can be separated by filtration, और इनको filter के साथ separate कर सकते हैं. Solute particles can settle down, वो नीचे बैठ सकते हैं, that's why it is unstable. True और colloidal solution थे वो stable थे, but suspension is unstable. And suspension, the particles of suspension they also scatter the light passing through them. Here you can see that suspended particles can be filtered by filtration, and here you can see the particles which are suspended down with the passage of time. Thank you.